We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from first inter... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. King.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, here you go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Alert, alert.
First down, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
My 40. I'm going to come back to you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, we're 33. Hey, Mike 40. Let's get it.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for who? He's got a man complete. The 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Check 26, check 26.
From the 25 on second down, Carr looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Carr now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the end zone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Browns 13, Lions 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on first down is Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Carr. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first and 10, here's Carr. And this one's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score Lions 14, Browns 13. Matt Prater to
after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Lions 21, Browns 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 21.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bang, 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 bang. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah,
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Gain of 34
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ty Johnson.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of miss.
He's got him in, complete, past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Lions, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. At the 40, offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On the carry.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Carr completes it.
Carr's pass.
It's interesting, because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
On the play.
Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The 13-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Carr's pass.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
First and goal, Detroit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson taking it in as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
5-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
With the score, Lions 36.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Brought down at the 48.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
1st down, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield with it once more. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Let's go.
Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Hey, 133.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play fake. Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Chubb on the counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
36.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the